6 months old mini braids are finally down without any breakage. If there is one thing I love doing so much is to share my knowledge with everyone who cares to learn something new. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing how I safely took down my 6 months old mini braids without breakage. I learned something new recently and I want to share it with you all. If you've been following my journey, you would know how long I have been taking down these braids. And that led me to trying different things, different techniques, different ways of taking down my mini braids to minimize breakage. And I finally found one that works well. That is exactly what I'm here to share with all of you today. I never knew that there is a way I could take down my old mini braids, I mean a whole 6 months mini braids without experiencing any breakage. After trying out this method and it worked, I was like, why haven't I thought of it all this while? It's been over a month since I started taking down these braids. I'm not going into that story anymore because I've already talked about it a lot. And I really want to appreciate all of you for your words of encouragement. They were so helpful. They helped me a lot in this my mini braid journey. Look at the ones I took down and rebraided about a month ago. Can you see the amount of growth I already have there? And there are some that I have not even touched at all. Those ones are just about 4 or 5 left. Just these ones I'm holding right here. This bottle you see me holding here, in there I have olive oil, a little bit of leave-in conditioner and water. I also have with me bobby pin. This is the one I'll be using to unravel the hair. I just straighten it and you see this part that is blunt, that is not sharp at all. Make sure that thing is still coated. Once that stuff is out of it, don't use it. It is going to break your hair. I'm talking from experience. I've experienced it a lot of times. The liquid was way more than this when I started. I mean, the mixture that I'm using on my hair. I have used a lot of it and I decided to save this little to make this video and explain how to use it to get the best results. I have been seeing a lot of videos on mini braids takedown, mini twist takedown, and I've even made some videos on how to safely take down mini braids or mini twist without breakage. After trying this method and I was like, hey, what was I doing? I thought those methods were actually the best until I tried this. In those videos, most times you see people telling you use a lot of leave-in conditioner, use product with a high slip to take down your braids to prevent breakage. Yes, those actually work too. But I discovered something different in the process of taking down these braids. You know, I did it for I think over a month. I've been taking down these braids for over a month now because they were really small and I have a little baby and a toddler at home, so it has not been easy for me at all. So in the process, I discovered that soaking your hair with a lot of leave-in conditioner and water or a lot of products with high slip is not the best way to take down your mini braids. Yes, I have tried all of them. I've taken down my braids when they are dry. I've taken it down with a lot of leave-in conditioner. I've done that with just oil. I've also used product with high slip, something like okra gel, flaxseed, and all of that. All of them actually worked, but those ones I just mentioned, they have little disadvantage. I'm going to explain the disadvantage shortly, but first let me explain what I'm doing right now. After spraying the mixture, the leave-in conditioner and all of that I mentioned I added to the bottle, I sprayed very little amount of it, very little. I just sprayed it to hydrate my hair. My hair was not wet at all during the takedown process. I sprayed it right from the tip to the root of my hair and massaged it in gently. After that, I went ahead to use my fingers to gently unravel the tips of my hair. That is very important. You need to unravel the tip first before you move to the part that you braid. I usually twist about 2.5 inches of the ends of my hair during the installation. I usually twist the tips of my hair, so I will gently unravel that. Make sure I get the 3 sections I use in braiding my hair. before I go ahead and start using the bobby pin to unravel the braids. And when I get to the root of my hair, the part where I started the braid from, I use my fingers to unravel. As you can see, you see the part that the braid ended. You see the products that are built up there. You can see it's kind of different from the main hair. That's where I'm touching. Those are product build-ups. No matter how much I wash my hair, they will not leave that part where I started the braids from. So I'm going to gently unravel with my fingers. You can see the way I'm petting that part, right? You have to pet it to avoid breakage because they've been hooked together for a very long time. I've had this on for 6 months. So after using my fingers to pet and unravel that part, I'm going to move to the length of my hair. You can see how gentle I am. Yes, you want to be gentle. If not, your hair will start snapping and breaking. I'll gently unravel to get out the shed hairs. That is normal. You can't escape it. And you can see what I have for the period of 6 months. This is not too much at all. This is just perfect for a whole 6 months shedding. As you can see, it is very long. They are not short. I'm just stretching it out for you to see that they are shed hairs and not breakage. This is all I have out of that braids, and I'm going to repeat same thing to the next session. You can see when I get to the last part of the braids, I have to gently pet my hair and unravel it. When I'm done with that session, I'm going to add it to the other ones. Just keep it out of the way. If not, in the process of taking down the other ones, you're going to start mixing them together. Look at the tips of this hair. They are seriously hooked together. You have to pet it. Yes, pet it. You have to be as gentle as possible. Whenever you come across tangle or single strand knots, you have to be gentle to take that down. If not, all the hairs you've grown from your scalp are just going to be waste. You will not retain length, and you start wondering what happened to your hair for the period of the 6 months. You saw growth, but the length did not increase. Yes, it is because you were rough with your hair during the takedown process. You see the reason it has been really difficult for me to take down the whole hair. During the takedown, I've only taken down one braid and my baby woke up. I need to attend to him. I tried everything possible to keep him calm. He refused. I just had to do it the African mommy way. I had to put him on my back and continue. I also noticed that in each braid I'm taking down, I have different experiences. That is, some are super tangled, while some are just so easy to take down. I don't actually know what the issue is, but I noticed that some are really, really tangled, while some are just so easy to take down. So the secret is don't wet your hair too much with any product at all before you start the takedown process. Secondly, you have to be patient with your detangling process. Detangle with your fingers. I don't encourage using comb in this process at all. After taking down your hair, you can decide to go in with comb, but at this stage, just use your fingers to separate, use your fingers to detangle, get out all the shed hairs before you go in with a wide tooth comb. At this stage, just make use of your fingers and the mixture in the bottle. Another thing you need to take note of are your fingernails. You need to make sure your fingernails are smooth. If you have a long fingernails, even if it is short, make sure they are smooth. If not, they are just going to keep on breaking your hair. They will just hook your hair and break them out. You have to make sure you file your nails to make them smooth before you start the process. Yeah, I said I was going to talk about the reason you should not apply too much of those products that I mentioned, like flaxseed gel, leave-in conditioner, or okra gel, too much of them on your hair before the takedown process. That is because too much of it is going to weigh your hair down. Your hair is going to swell, and it also increase your hair elasticity. That is, you would notice that if you pull your hair, then it stretches more, and in that process your hair is prone to breakage. By the time you apply them on your hair before you start taking down the braids, before you even get to the last part of the braids, you notice that your hair has really soaked the product so much that your hair is now tender. It will start breaking, except your hair is short. But if you have long hair, just avoid soaking your hair with too much product. Avoid it totally. Avoid soaking your hair with too much product. Just spray very little of leave-in conditioner, oil, and water mixture on it, and you're going to experience an amazing result. And it makes it super easy to take down because you won't be looking for the part to put the pin or your comb in there. It is very easy to take down compared to when your hair is extremely wet. If you look at my hair, you see that there is no shrinkage, and that is because my hair is not super wet. I just hydrate a little before I started taking down, and trust me, the takedown process was so easy. This is the easiest so far. I had to keep a little bit of the mixture to make this video and inform you all that I've found a new way to take down my mini braids without breakage. And I also want to inform you all that the braids are finally down. The only ones I have left are the ones that I rebraided when I started taking them down initially. So the braids are finally down. My hair is looking so good and healthy. I really want to appreciate you guys for all your support, your words of encouragement. They really meant a lot to me, and they helped me a lot to keep pushing in this natural hair growth journey. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate. So the ones left are these ones that I rebraided initially. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos.